So guys, I just watched this video, a trading video made by Untouchable about houses being demolished in Enugu state, the eastern part of Nigeria. And immediately I saw that trending video, I quickly called some of my business partners, some developers I know in Enugu to ask them what's up, and they gave me a breakdown gist of the cause of the demolition and what is actually happening in Enugu, which I am going to share with you guys now. But before then, I want to quickly address some of my Igbo brothers, especially those that used to come under my post to demarcate my business as a rector. Each time I share an estate for sale in Abuja or Lagos, you will see my Igbo brothers coming full of hate, making silly comments like how Igbos are being hated. That is why Igbos will build house in Lagos, they will demolish it. Igbos will build house in Abuja, they will demolish it. Nothing like buying estate anyway again. Akurulo, this, that. Akurulo, I hope you have seen that even in your own law, that houses can be demolished. I hope we cannot stop playing this blame game and ask the necessary and the right question that needed to be asked each time something like this happened. Like, what is the cause of the demolition? I hope we can now see and understand with our own very eye that it is not about hating the Igbos. Houses that are being demolished in Lagos or in Port Harcourt is not about tribe. It's not about where you're from. It's about rules and regulation. It's about law. Yes. And even the Untouchable is actually, I think he's not even known of what he's doing, because calling Enugu state governor and tagging Enugu state governor on this thing, the governor state of Enugu has nothing to do with the demolition. Before I still go ahead to tell you guys what I heard according to my friend and a real estate developer in Enugu, what he told me, like the cause of the demolition. Here, always on this platform, each time I always tell you people that before you buy a land or buy a house, try and research about their area. Know the history of the land you want to purchase. Untouchable is showing deed, maybe power of attorney and deed they gave to him. That does not mean that you had a successful transaction. Did you research about the place? There's one day I shared this post. Let me put it on the screen here. 4 people you need if you're buying a plant. Number 1, a lawyer, a surveyor, a rector, and what? The one you will not even. The 4th person is a drunkard. A drunkard from that place is going to give you details and history about that land you want to buy that is not captured on the land records. Believe me, those kind of people, when you want to buy land that is not owned by a company, individual land, please find an old person or a drunkard or that person. Just give them, tip them small and ask them how far this land, you know who get them. Him go give you story about that land. And after that, if it's an estate, even if it's not an estate, go and do search. Do you know why you're doing search? To find out if the land has a court case, to find out if there's incumbencies on the land, to find out if that place is even a residential place, a place you're supposed to build residential houses. Because if you went and go and build a house where you're not supposed to build, even after 50 years, when government is ready to implement whatever they want to implement there, that house, they are going to bring it down. And if you go and buy land that is in the courts, when court awards the owner the full ownership of that place, is going to bulldozer you people out. This is exactly what is happening in Centenary, Enugu. That place is owned by a particular company, which they even gave me the name. Now, the villagers or whoever forcefully took that place away from the owner and started selling to individual, where Untouchable and coast bought. You then buy properties from backyard. Why the land is still in court? Now, court has awarded that estate the full ownership of that place. So they now enter there with bulldozer to bring all the houses there down. Now, if you ask me, is that the right thing to do? No, because I've seen where this kind of thing happen. He won the court case. What you need to do is to call the resident of the estate. See, the person that sold this place to you sold my land to you guys, and now I'm coming to take my land. Two things is involved. Pay me so amount of money, or I'll bring your house down and take my place. So if those people agree to refund the money back to you, fine. If they don't, you now have, you know, the courage to demolish their houses, because that place belongs to you. Whenever we see demolition of houses, please let us ask the right question. Demolishing houses is not about hatred on a particular tribe. It is just the law. If you build where you're not supposed to be, law and orderliness. If you build where you're not supposed to build, they are going to take it down. We are used to talking anyhow, talking out of point. Having a deed of assignment does not mean that you have a successful transaction. Now, I want to talk to Untouchable directly. You see, I don't like selfish people, and it seems that he's very, very selfish. Yes. Something about this incident have proved to me that Untouchable is a very selfish person. Why do I say he's a very selfish person? He wants us to start tagging Enugu state government now because they have marked his house for demolition, right? He was there when they were demolishing the neighborhood, demolishing his neighbors' houses. He's popular on social media. He never talked about it. He did not post it. He never cared. Now, it is his turn. He now wants us to start tagging Enugu State's government because of what? When you don't care about others, if you have your voice, do you know what you have voice for? To speak up for other people. If you actually want to fight, you're fighting because you're now involved. Some of you are very selfish. You only fight when you have something to gain. You couldn't post about it. You didn't show us when they were demolishing that thing. It is now that they've marked your own building for demolition. Anyway, I pray, let them not demolish your house. But because if you didn't go and meet the right owner of that company and maybe negotiate with them, so whether you negotiate, they are going to bring it down. No. This thing you're tagging Enugu State government. Enugu State government does not have any hand doing it. So better go and look for the owner of that estate if you want to save your house. Go and look for the owner of the estate and negotiate with them. You bought the estate from backyard.